Hi, this is Amie at the Virtual Planetarium at Raritan Valley Community College. Let's take a look at some of the things we can see in the sky for the week of January 10th, 2021. I'll start with our upcoming moon phases. We have a new moon on January 13th, a first quarter moon on January 20th, and a full moon coming up on January 28th. This week, the sun is rising around 7:20 a.m. and setting around 4:50 p.m., so about 10 minutes before 5. We spent so much of the past few weeks and months watching Jupiter and Saturn. Can you still see them? Not really. They are really tough to see because they're very low on the horizon. Maybe about half an hour after sunset, if you've got an unobstructed view of the southwestern horizon, you might be able to catch them. They're definitely becoming more of a challenge. Less of a challenge is the planet Mars. So let's wait a little bit later at night, about 2 hours more, so it's 7:30 in the evening, and we'll see Mars up high in the southern sky. Nice and bright, with its orangish color, it's easy to pick out. Now, to the right of Mars is the Great Square of Pegasus. The Great Square of Pegasus. This is one of the prominent constellations of autumn, so we've been able to see it for a while. Off the side of the square here, right about there, is a star called 51 Pegasus. In 1995, 51 Pegasus became the first star we found with a planet orbiting it. Its discovery helped launch a whole new field of exploration. We've since confirmed more than 4,000 planets going around other stars. 51 Pegasus b, as the planet is named, was found by discovering a wobbling of its host star. The gravity of the planet tugs on the star, making it move side to side. Pegasus is about 50% larger than Jupiter, but closer to its star than Mercury is to our sun. The exoplanet has a surface temperature around 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit. It orbits its host star every 4 days. And it's about 50 light years away from us. Okay, let's go back to our sky. And we'll jump to the other side of Mars. So again, here's Mars. The Great Square of Pegasus was to the right, but to the left, we have some may call it the Little Dipper, but it's like a false Little Dipper. It's really called the Pleiades or the Seven Sisters. The name Seven Sisters comes to us from Greek mythology. Atlas, these were said to be the daughters of Atlas, the god who held up the world on his shoulders. He had 7 daughters. 6 of them did as he expected. They married gods. But one, Merope, fell in love with a human, so she had to leave her family on Mount Olympus and go down to Earth to be with her new husband. In Japan, they call this star cluster Subaru, and you'll notice that the car company's logo is 6 stars. Yep, the stars of the Pleiades star cluster. This open star cluster is frequently called the Seven Sisters, which is a little odd since we only see 6 stars with our unaided eyes. When you use a pair of binoculars, you see about 24 stars. The largest telescopes have counted about 250 stars in this cluster. These are hot, young, blue stars. They are about 100 million years old. The blue light coming off them is reflected in the dust of their origin nebula. That's why you see extra luminosity around the stars. The Pleiades star cluster is about 450 light years away from us. Back to our sky. Now, the brightest star in the constellation Taurus the Bull is Aldebaran. Aldebaran is a red giant star, perhaps a bit more orange than red in color. The Arabic name translates as the follower because it follows the Pleiades up into the sky. The star was noted and named in Chinese, Roman, and Hindu astronomy, among other cultures. Aldebaran would have been hard for the ancients to miss, given that Taurus is visible in the so visible in the winter sky. The Bull, in fact, is one of the oldest documented constellations. Its origins stretch back at least as far as the Bronze Age. At 65 light years away, the star is practically a neighbor to Earth. Its apparent magnitude is about 0.85, making it the 14th brightest star in the sky. Now, Aldebaran is at the top of a V shape of stars, which marks the Bull's face. If you extend that V upward, you see the two horns of the Bull. Off the tip of this horn is a supernova remnant called M1, or the Crab Nebula. Show you where that one is. So it's off the tip of the horn. And there's strong historical evidence for when this star exploded. Observers in several countries reported the appearance of a new star in the constellation Taurus in 1054. In fact, on July 4th, 1054, Chinese astronomers noticed a bright guest star in Taurus. It shone in the daylight sky for several weeks and was visible at night for nearly 2 years before fading from view. The sky watchers of the Anasazi people in the American Southwest also viewed the bright new star. This pictograph from Chaco Canyon in New Mexico is believed to depict the event. The multi-spiked star represents the supernova near the crescent moon. The handprint above may signify the importance of the event, or may be the author's signature, or the artist's signature. The Chandra X-ray Observatory took a series of images that shows the pulsar at the heart of this supernova remnants. It shows us jets of matter and antimatter, and an expanding ring moving away from the pulsar. More familiar images of the Crab Nebula are composite images of visible light, X-ray, and infrared light. The fuzzy image on the right is what it looks like to the eye through a backyard telescope. No wonder it was the first object on Charles Messier's list of fuzzy objects that aren't comets, a list that we now call the Messier list of objects. Well, that's our sky for this week. Thanks for joining me in our virtual planetarium. Please subscribe to our channel, like our video, and share it with your friends. We look forward to seeing you in our real planetarium in the future. Until then, keep looking up.